Welcome to part 5 of a very long series of Friday value videos. And we've been going over healthy substitutes because I really want to help people to know, okay, what do I do if I really want to switch over to a much more healthy way of nourishing my body? What do I substitute? What's a healthy substitute? What's a not healthy substitute? A lot of people have these questions. So I thought I would provide this for you. So this is part 5, and we're going to go over snack bars because, there's a lot of them out there, right? Now, power bars, protein bars, energy bars, a lot of them are loaded with calories and simple sugars. Now, depending on the reason you're consuming the snack bar, is it for a post-workout replenishment of calories? Maybe you're on, you're running on a marathon and you want to get a little bit of calorie in you to keep going because you need the carb, right? Some people actually eat like sugary gels when they're doing really long, like a triathlon or something. So there's different reasons. You have to understand what's the reason that you're consuming these things, and then you have a better idea of picking the best one for you. Now, if the goal is to replace a meal because you're trying to lose weight, then obviously you don't want one loaded with calories and simple sugars, right? The ones that are high in protein, because everyone thinks they've got to get all that extra protein in their body when they're working out, are not necessarily your friend, because the extra protein can overwork your kidneys and your liver. They can contribute to kidney stones and osteoporosis. And I can't go into all that here, but I've got a lot of teaching that I do that I talk about why that is. A lot of it has to do with the fact that the protein has nitrogen. Carbohydrates don't have nitrogen, and nitrogen, to be metabolized and digested by the body, ends up creating this uric acid, sulfuric acid, that the bloodstream has to be this very healthy pH. And so your body literally pulls calcium out of the bones to try to neutralize that high acid load, and so on and so forth. So the high in protein bars are really not your friend. If you want it for a meal replacement, it doesn't matter if it's high protein. What matters is what's in it, right? Is it a lot of sugars? Is it a lot of things that are not healthy for your body? And a lot of them have a lot of oils in them. That's where they get the high calorie from. We don't want all those oils in our body. If you've ever watched me talking about the protecting your endothelial cells in your circulation, oils are not your friend. They injure endothelial cells, which injures your production of nitric oxide, which constricts your blood vessels, or pretty much kind of prevents them from opening up and dilating well. And so now you've got all these other issues going on with impaired circulation because of the oils. So we don't want these things in our body, right? If we're going to choose something because we're choosing it for health reasons, let's make sure it meets those reasons. So a lot of them have cow's milk proteins, which are a common cause of allergic reactions. A lot of people have allergies to dairy, which is why you see this massive amount of foods that you can purchase now that say dairy free, casein free, right? You used to be able to buy plant milk cheese or cheese made with plant milk, but it would still have whey in it or casein in it, which is from dairy. And so now you're seeing all these dairy-free labels because so many people have allergic reactions. Well, the reason for that is we're not baby cows and we're not really meant to consume cow's milk. So, and I won't get off into the whole thing about osteoporosis. I won't get into the whole thing about the calcium paradox. Hopefully you've watched some of those. If not, look for those in the content that I provide. Now, often these bars are deficient in dietary fiber. And if you saw part 3 of this, I talked about fiber, right? This is part 5. And so you want that fiber in your body. You want complex carbohydrates, not simple carbohydrates, complex whole grains, right? And the proper mix of vitamins and minerals that are found in whole starches, vegetables, and fruits. In other words, whole food, not really fractionated, highly processed things that used to be a food, but now your body has no idea what it is because it's not real food anymore, right? So these bars are not meant to be a reasonable substitute for real plant foods. You need to make sure you're getting real plants in your body. But you can find bars that are fairly healthy. You got to read the labels. You don't want oils. You don't want dairy. You want them to be high in fiber. You want them to be high in complex carbohydrates, not high in sugar. If they've got fruit in them, then the sugar that's on the label is typically what's in the fruit and not added sugars, right? You could make your own nowadays. Just do an internet search. You'd be shocked at how many recipes you can find for making your own snack bars. And they can be ridiculously healthy. Very, very much so. So do yourself a favor, do a little internet search if you really want to consume these, and make yourself some that nourish your body and don't potentially harm your body. All right. Okay. The next Friday value video is going to be part 6 of this, and it's going to be on burgers. Whoever wondered, how do you do a healthy substitute for a burger? Well, that's going to be the next one. We'll see you next time.